a lot of stuff that they did not get a chance to talk about. Like you're right, they didn't get a chance to talk about a lot about policy. She had mentioned that she wanted to do $50,000 tax credit, I think, for entrepreneurs.
She called it the opportunity economy, a tax cut up for $6,000 for families, and then a small business owner's $50,000 deduction for startups.
So you, as a Republican, right? What's your knock on a Democratic economic policy, and what would you have liked to hear Trump? Like, what are you attracted to from Trump's economic policy plan?
I'm attracted to low taxes. It's pretty plain, pretty clear. I want to see low taxes, and I also want to see the opportunities increase for minority businesses. And when I'm talking about opportunities, I'm talking about no bid federal contracts. I'm talking about increasing the amount specifically given for and to 8A businesses through the Small Business Administration. Let's just keep it a buck, right? We know that Democrats are not the biggest proponent of small businesses, and we know that they like to increase taxes consistently. We know that they're not the best friends of small businesses. And we just went through a pandemic where we realized that in this system, policies tend to favor businesses over people. So if you were able to show that you had a business, you were able to get more money than a person that was struggling without a business. So framing this in the true sense of capitalism, what needs to happen from the government is that they need to create a culture for my small business to thrive. And the way that they create that culture is making sure that we have an economy that is successful and viable for our businesses to thrive. And one of the things that she said was she wanted to give us $50,000 for startup small businesses. And I'm thinking to myself, and then what? And then who will get that? Because a lot of times when these policies are predicated specifically by the Democratic Party, they are marketed to us, but they are used and the momentum goes to other groups. They tell us, oh, here's affirmative action, but you look at who's the proponent and biggest proponents of affirmative action, and it's not us. They group us in the minority category, and then we, Black people, are oftentimes cut out of a lot of these policies being beneficial for us. And so her saying that that is what she wants to do, I want to know how she's going to pay for it, how she's not going to raise our taxes to be able to do it, and how this won't go to those who don't look like us getting the majority of this. And also what is defined in her terms as a small business.
Can we bring Bowman up? He's been walking around for the last.
Oh
hour,
man,
so
I see him jumping in.
I don't know if he's able to. I don't know how his audio is going to sound. But let's see.
Let's bring our good friend up here.
Yeah, you good, man?
Hold on, you muted, my brother.
I'm good. I'm here, man. What's going on? Y'all stupid, man. What's going on? What's up?
What's up?
So we can get in this, this way.
What's up, man? You in Las Vegas right now? What are you doing?
Nah, I'm in DC. I just had there was just a watch party at this spot called The Park in DC. Y'all need to do an event here. It's an incredible event. I was just at a watch party, so I'm outside, man. I'm chilling, checking in with y'all, man.
I was just at the watch party too. I think I saw you there.
Were you there too at the park?
Yeah, I was at the park.
And you left talking crazy like that right now? Like what you talking right now?
But
That's
you know,
crazy.
you know what? You know what, Congressman Bowman? She understood that it was going to be thousands of people watching this live, so she left the party early to make sure that she was in a room that she could have
with adequate lighting,
quality audio.
First of all, she's frozen on my screen. First of all,
because we're prepared. Because Republicans like to prepare for stuff like.
She's saying she's using the room's Wi-Fi and not relying on the 4G on your phone.
The Democrats looking bad.
Yeah, they are.
My lighting is good. I'm outside. Sound is good. I'm not frozen. Let's go.
Street lights. I love it. Street lights is better than any light.
Congressman Jamaal Bowman of New York, Democratic congressman. You watched the debate. What's your thoughts on the debate?
Trump is wild, man. Trump is off the chain. Yo, he was talking about executing babies after birth. That was wild for the night. He's talking about eating cats and dogs. Wow for the night. Listen, I was here 3 days after. So I was sworn in January 3rd, 2021. 3 days later, there was an insurrection. It was incited by Trump. Trump said that she wants transgender operations on migrants in prison. Yo, he just says anything. Like, he puts the most, like, the words that's most scary together in a sentence and just puts it out there. And he's like, yo, because he knows his base, they're going to feed all over that shit. Listen, I'm a Democrat, but I'm not, ride or die Democrat. Like, I never criticize us. A lot we need to do better and a lot we can do better. But when we talk about comparison between, Kamala Harris and Trump, to me, it's no comparison. I think she won the debate. She could have even crushed him even more. Like, I wish she would have hit him when he talked about the bad economy and inflation. When I first got here, well, right before, no, I'm sorry, I'm lying. When he first came in, $1 trillion tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans. So if you're one of the wealthiest Americans, absolutely you support Trump. He came in, $1 trillion tax cuts for them. That, in addition to no corporate responsibility, is why we have inflation. Because corporations have been raising taxes on your groceries, on everything else, and they haven't come down post-pandemic. And so she's going to go after that, which is part of her economic policy, to bring down those costs. So when we talk about inflation, that's what we're talking about. And again, they didn't get a lot in the policy because he's wild and they just going back and forth on character stuff. But yeah, man, it was, I thought she won the debate. I thought she could have killed him even more. She should have brought up the tax cuts. She should have brought up the tens of billions of dollars that the Biden administration has forgiven in terms of student loans. When he brought up student loans, I'm like, yo, hit him with the data. My wife is one of the people who have benefited. She's a third grade teacher. Student loans canceled. She didn't really hit him with that. Couple of times she could have hit him, but he's just a wild dude. Like, he's wild. And like, if you want, again, the system is broken, corrupt, whatever. That's not because of her. It's because of white supremacy. If you want just complete chaos and anarchy and white nationalism, which is what he represents, cool, vote Trump. But if you're trying to get to some sense of stability, in my opinion, it's Kamala. But as you both know, you heard me talk before, it's not just her. It's how are we holding the House and the Senate accountable and local elected officials accountable to do the right thing by our people.